could not have happened at a better time. What's going on, everybody? James here. 22 years selling full-time on eBay. So, I noticed yesterday I was getting a little red spot there. So I got a little pimple coming in on the tip of my nose, which can only mean one thing. I am the reincarnation of Rudolph, the red-nosed James deer. Rudolph, the red-nosed James deer, had a very shiny nose. It is Friday before Christmas. December 22nd. Now you expect the weekend to be a little bit slower, but it usually didn't, at least in the past, never really slowed down for me. Still had good sales. What this year will be like, I don't know, because again, last night another shut down. It appeared. Between 12:30 and 7:30 this morning. So just a big chunk again overnight. I wish that would go away. I really do. I want it to go away. We get to do the top 5 items sold this week. Yay. We are at 8:53 a.m. Whoops, I'm hitting the wrong button. Hit the right button, James. So yesterday wasn't bad. Made it to $718. Still up 9.9% from last month. At 9 o'clock this morning, I'm at $74. 39 items sold yesterday. Wah, wah, wah. 34 promoted, 5 organic. Wah, wah, wah. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Top 5 categories sold this week. Compared to the same period last year. Generation. So, of course, we're going to be down. So, for the week, $5,296. Down to 35%. 297 items sold, down 37%. Wow. Average price per item, $18, up 3.3%. Yay! Oh, we've got the change happening again this week. All right, coming in at number 5, I believe the same as last. The top 5 are the same. I don't remember the order, but the number 1 and 2 slot have changed again. So coming in at number 5, we got men's t-shirts, $249, down 45% from last year. Number 4, vinyl records, $332, up 12.4%. Music cassettes, $679, down 19%. And number 2, men's hats, $834, down 41%. My hats are taking a beating this year. Probably because you guys are selling more of them. How dare you? How dare me show you they sold. Now coming in at number 1 again. 2 weeks ago it came in at number 1, I believe. Music CDs. $1,144, up 2.5% from last year. Mostly still banking on those the hard rock metal CDs I put up. So, yay! Honorable mention. DVDs and Blu-rays, $160, up 130%. So there we are. Hats taking a beating this year. So I'm trying to get more and more hats up so I can get more. Plus, I've got a higher price point on them this year compared to that last year. Last year, everything was on sale pretty much for 30% off. Where now, probably the stuff I've listed for the past month and a half hasn't gone on sale. So, selling a lot more $15 hats. Oh man. So I figured out like kind of a way with my sinus pressure. Because when I lay in bed, like if I lay on this side, it pressures up over here. So then I flip. So it drains to this side, pressures up over here, flip again. If I go on the back, it pressures. I'm like, let me just lay on my face. So I laid on my face this morning. I'm like, screw it. Let's see if this will work. And all the pressure relieved. I felt little drips coming out my nose. I'm like, hey, this may just work. So I lay there for about a half hour like that, and then got up and blew it all out. I'm like, I gotta lay on my face more often. So it worked, surprisingly. Surprisingly, to me. Questions and comments. So we're not gonna have a very long video today because I only got like 8 items here. So pretty crappy overnight. Got a Jan item. And finally got a new toy. I put up some new toys this about a couple months ago. And they've been slow moving. And this is one I expected to be the slowest moving, yet it's sold. So anyway, question and comments. Block list has to be a mile long. If you saw last night's video, you know what that statement means. Love the opening. Thanks, James. Again with last night's video. I had fun with last night's video. All right. Christine Marie says, I believe the dream was a manifestation of your understanding that your dad expressed his love and pride in his son to the extent that he was capable of. As beloved as he was in the community, he gave you his name and you are part of him, which is more meaningful than superficial relationships with neighbors or other acquaintances, but also more complicated. Our parents are flawed just like everyone else and can't always understand us in the way we need or want them to. That's part of the reason other friendship relationships are so precious. We can express other parts of our personalities through them. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Next up, there are some people you could give a full refund, allow them to keep the item, but then a new one as well, and beg them for forgiveness, and that still won't be enough. And the lower price item is the worst customer. Actually, is many times. Yes, lower priced items are the worst customers. I used to have to battle so much more with my lower dollar items. If you probably look at the history of my negative feedback. Let's look at the history of my negative feedback for the last 12 months. So 21 of them, we got under $10, under $12 because they were offers taken, under $6, under $12-ish. And that's the thing. Look, all those, I did you a favor by giving you an offer. Under $14. This one was $12.99. And they just put too small. And eBay wouldn't remove that for me. Too small. Oh, but they only got 32 feedback. And I made a note, this buyer leaves too small on all of his negatives. He left 3 negative feedbacks total for people, and they all say too small. But eBay wouldn't remove that one for me. Anyway, $10, $4, $6, $15, $4, $7, $6, $17, $3, $3, $7, $7, $5, $7, $14. So get rid of a lot of problems when you get rid of lower dollar items. There's something to be said there. Of course, if you say it nowadays, people will say you're poraphobe, cheapophobe. I'm just making stuff up. It is, I mean, I could go on for days, but it's too early for that right now. Let's get back into question and comments. Since I lived all the lives, well, not all, only up to where I'm at, I've lived the poor life and I've lived the comfortable life. How about that? I can talk about it if I want to. Just like if anybody ever tried to point out anything to me on anything I say, I'd be like, why you hating on Native American? Huh? I feel discriminated against. What? Kind of throw it back at the people who try to throw it at people. I don't know what your problem is. You and your blue hair. Why do a lot of angry people have blue hair? Not just colored hair, but blue hair. What's up with that? You see a lot of angry people with blue hair. Not all, of course, but a lot of the angry people have blue hair. Why is that? Is there something in the blue dye that makes them angry? I think Candace had blue hair at one time. I don't know if she still does or not. I haven't watched the video in a while. I'm going to ask, we should ask Candace if she felt angry, more angry when she had blue hair as opposed to other colors. There could be some scientific analysis we can get from this. Don't mind me. I'm trying to be funny. It's just too early to try to be funny. So it's not coming across very well. Hey man, look into have a balloon sinus expansion at certain chiropractors. Huh. That sounds like it would hurt. In your nose, they expand it. It's supposed to adjust hundreds of little bones in your face. Maybe I just need somebody to punch me in my face. No. I've had a friend who had many broken noses growing up, and it just made his sinus issues worse. So punching's not a good idea. So don't punch me if you see me. I mean, not for that reason anyway. I mean, you can punch me for other reasons. Just don't punch me because you think it's going to help my sinuses. James, I love when you read your feedback. It's my favorite. I'm guessing 90% of buyers don't bother looking closely at the photos or read descriptions before they buy. 100% correct. Which is why, as a seller, I do take the time to write detailed descriptions. But you just said 90% don't read the descriptions. That's why I don't put in descriptions. If I put in anything, it's in that top little box underneath the condition. That's where I put it. Many people don't realize, especially if they're on the app or the phone, if they don't click on messages or refresh the app, they're not going to see your reply waiting. Oh, probably for that. The person kept responding. No, they responded like seconds after each other, not like they sat around waiting. I mean, literally 5 emails within like a minute or 2 minutes. Just boom, 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 boom. Oh, maybe you're responding to, I didn't apologize. But I only responded one time and she knew I responded. Because she said I expected a different response. I expected an apology. When my only response was an apology. So, yeah, she hasn't emailed me back. She hasn't left negative feedback. I think she was just fishing for something, and maybe I kind of made her look, I don't know, by being a little sarcastic with the sorry statement, maybe. Maybe she had an epiphany that maybe she was in the wrong. Dare I say? Somebody questioned their own actions? In 2023? Oh my God. Call Guinness Book of World Records. I think we're on to something here. And now we're into yesterday's comments. So that's it. You guys weren't very active on yesterday's video. Or last night's video, I should say. 780 views. Number 5 on my rankings. Oh, you can do better than that. She believes sorry is not an apology. So we got no Poshmark. No Poshmark. So let's get this stuff mailed out. Purchase shipping labels. And of course, as it seems with shutdowns overnight, no international. Let's get this party started. Christmas Nirvana, sung by RK Voices. CD sold for $10. Headed just a little bit of ways over to Bridgeton, Missouri. Has Courtney come down yet? There she is. I didn't even see her squeeze by. I didn't see her squeeze by. Didn't see her squeeze by. Better squeeze, but she'll never sleep that night. However that goes, I forgot how that song goes. So I want to wish everybody happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. Hopefully you enjoy your time with your family, your friends, or yourself, whichever you choose. Thank you for an awesome year on YouTube. You guys have tripled my YouTube from last year. In 2022, my views were about 600,000 views in 2022 with 73,000 watch hours at $5,458 for that year as a whole. 2023, I still got 1,200 that's going to be added to this number, money-wise, but views 1.2 million. So double the views, right? Did I say 600,000 last time? So double the views. 215,000 watch hours. Revenue with the 12 that's coming this month will be $15,100. So almost triple the monetary value of the channel. So thank you guys. Much appreciated. Much love. That's just crazy. $15,000 for talking to a camera. How freaking cool is that? Gotta love 2023. Gotta love technology. Look at that. It's just freaking awesome. Next up, Atlanta Braves stadium giveaway hat. Or is it? No, it's not. It's New Era. Never mind. They gave one away that looks similar to that. That's why I thought it was. Headed to Ohio, sold for $10. They're not going to give away no New Era hats. Those would be too expensive to give away. I don't expect the channel to grow like that in 2024. It'd be cool if it does, but I'm not expecting it. B-R-I-A-N. I do expect myself to have more fun, more bad jokes, more distasteful comments. Speaking of, next up, 2 Live Crew. Pop that coochie, baby. Pop, pop, pop the coochie. The clean version. I won't get into the explicit version. We'll just keep it PG right now. If coochie is really PG. Pop that coochie, baby. Pop, pop, pop the coochie. 2 Live Crew cassette single. Sold for $5. Headed to Sycamore, Illinois. Sycamore. Banned in the USA. I was banned in the USA. What's that white boy know about 2 Live Crew? William. I grew up in the ghetto, so I knew the rap stuff. I didn't grow up in the suburbs and think gangster rap was awesome because of the lifestyle. I saw the lifestyle and wanted to get the hell away from it. Except for the coochie part. I dug into that part. I was with that part. Pop that coochie, baby. Pop. They need 70 story. Such a clean segue. DVD. Sold for $5. Headed to Staten Island, New York. You went from coochie to Jesus? What's wrong with you, boy? You sick puppet. I'm going to have to unsubscribe to your channel. But didn't Jesus make the coochie? Huh? Don't. I'm waking up. Forgive me, Lawrence. Doug Supernaw. Supernaw. Cassette tape. Sold for $7. Headed to McHenry, Illinois. Why is everything like Missouri and Illinois? Oh, that one was New York. Never mind. The next one's Missouri. coal. Next up, we've got Miller High Life hat. Sold for $10.50, headed to Kansas City, Missouri. I see true colors shining through. I see your true colors. Edward. That's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let it show. Next up, we got that new toy I was speaking of. Masters of the Universe and the repop of the Battle Cat. Sold for $15, headed to San Antonio, Texas. I figured this would sit for a while and somebody would offer me $10 and I would take it. So, because there's a million of them out there. Maybe not a million, but $111. I should have this size box memorized by now. 15 by 11 by 7. Ashley. Next up is one of Jan's items. And I tried to make them tight in here, hoping I wouldn't have to repackage them. And they would stay together, not get broke. A lot of 8 toy soldiers. Christmas ornaments, different sizes. Sold for $20, headed to Austin, Texas. Texas. Let me put some. Here I go trying to find padding again. You're more like trash. Why do you keep turning this light off? I don't get it. I don't understand your mathematics. Hello? Hello? Mr. Air Bubble? Calling Mr. Air Bubble. Much better. $11. 8 by 6 by 4. Lindsay, you're gonna love your toy soldiers. And lastly, we've got another item from my metal room. I deconstructed 9-inch nails. Cassette single. Staying here in St. Louis. Sold for $13.50. I think I still got more CDs and stuff in there, some vinyl on that. I just can't reach them right now. I'm in the process of pulling stuff out of that room and getting it listed so I can start putting some shelving in there. Derek. Either I put shelving in there, or I get rid of one of my storage lockers. One of the two. I'll have to figure it out when I get to that point, what I want to do. Getting rid of one that I pay for, basically. That's what I mean by that. Because that'll be more money in my pocket, man. But it's a 10 by 30. The room's only like a 10 by 15. So, it won't all fit. But there might be enough room in the second storage locker that has some of the bigger stuff in it. Between there and here, I might be able to delete one. Be an extra $400 a month in my pocket. Like I said here. Derek. Merry Christmas, Derek. Lindsay. Merry Christmas, Lindsay. Ashley. Merry Christmas, Ashley. Edward. Merry Christmas, Edward. Cole. Merry Christmas, Cole. And I hope that's not all you get. Lawrence. Merry Christmas, Lawrence. William. Merry Christmas, William. Brian. Merry Christmas, Brian. Margaret. Merry Christmas, Margaret. And Merry Christmas to all of you. I'm sure you'll hear from me again before then. But just in case I forget, because we already got our Christmas gifts. Here's mine. I got Jan a cool Tiffany bracelet. It's pearls and like silver chain. And you like wrap it 3 times around. It's got a lock on it and the pearls staggered around it. It's pretty cool looking. And got her a Tiffany wallet in Tiffany blue. So, yay. And of course I can't keep gifts, so I'll probably end up going out. What's today? I gotta go by the pet store. So maybe I'll run by someplace and see if I can find a little gift that she will have Christmas morning. Gotta go to the pet store. Dude, my pet, Courtney's food. I buy the same cans of stew. And I was getting 3.5 meals out of one can 3 times a day with a little bit left over for the next day. It's gone down to like 2.5 and filled more with water. They cut a whole meal out of this can of food. And I'm like, all right, do I give them one more chance? Maybe that was just a bad batch. Or do I look for something else? So I'll give them one more chance. I'll buy it again today. But if it's 3.5 down to 2.5 again today, we're going to have a problem. Because you taking my money. You taking her food. You take my money or her food, we're going to have problems. We're going to get down. We're going to get squared up. We're going to have it out. There ain't going to be no Merry Christmas for you because you just take it. You like the Grinch. Taking food out of puppies' mouths. Dollars. Beautiful long-haired boys' pockets. How dare you do something like that? This is America. Land of the free. Home of the brave. You don't take money out of people's pockets. No. No, you just don't do that. You help them get more money in their pockets. That should be the American way. You teach them how to make more money. You don't teach them to fish, then steal their fish. That's just wrong. That's wrong, I say. All right, I'm done. Yeah, I think I'm really done. We're at 9:27. I'm at $91. And no new message or no new comments. So that's it. I am 100% done for at least now. Thanks everybody for this short ass video. I appreciate your time and I didn't waste much of it today. So you can thank me in the comments below. Please like this video. That's another way of thanking me. Subscribe to the channel. That's another way of thanking me. If you are not subscribed. And I will see you all in the next video. Later.